Hello and welcome to Unit 1 of U.S. History B. I'm excited for this unit. I'm always excited for units. They're always way, way, way cool. Okay, so in the first lesson of this unit, lesson 1, you are going to be learning about hazards at work. And one of the big things that happened during this period was the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. And it was a situation where there were too many young ladies who were kind of stuffed in this room with too many machines, and they didn't have a safe way to get out of the floor that they were on, and a fire somehow started, and a lot of them couldn't get out. Okay, so for this discussion, what I want you to do is go through the discussion guide. I need you to watch this video about it, and it's just a short little video, and it goes through everything that happened. And then I want you to fill in some questions about workplace safety, and then just go ahead and copy this paragraph at the end and use it to answer the discussion. Okay, so it's really not a big deal. All right, so you'll be learning about that. There's also a lot of stuff about child labor as well, because that was a thing, as these factories started. And the reason that they had children working for them was because the children were small and um, they could get under, the machines and, rethread the bobbins, and it just made it a lot easier if they just used kids, because why not, right? I actually have an entire book about child labor, and I think it's super fascinating to find out about what all was going on. All right, so then lesson 3 talks about American influence and about the Spanish American War, and that was really the first war that where America was, had a full stage in the war, and America was very present in the war, and was kind of trying to be the police officer of the war. So, and that's what we still are, right? So there you go. Lesson 4 is about the Progressive Era, and about this is more of a lesson 3 about the Big Stick Diplomacy, by Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt is such a character, and he's one that I really enjoy learning about a lot, because he founded the national parks, which I think is very cool, and I love the national park system. But he was quite the guy, really. Lesson 4 talks about the muckrakers, and about how there were things going on in businesses, to try to promote things that trying to do things for as little cost as they could, um, and stuff like this that was not sanitary and not really the best idea. And so we had the muckrakers who were going around and, making a lot of money by talking about situations like this. And there was also some segregation that was going on. It really took 100 years to stop the segregation, which is pathetic, honestly. But there you go. And we'll learn more about that in this class. Okay, the last lesson, and I wish it was more than one lesson because there's so much to unpack here. But the last lesson is about World War One, and a few years ago, I went to a movie that was done by Peter Jackson about World War One, and He went through thousands and thousands of reels of film and pictures and everything, and was able to put color in them. And it makes it a lot more relatable, especially for our audience nowadays. And so it was really cool. And they actually had people that could read lips of the people who were on screen. And Peter Jackson said, like, you could probably kind of make up like the uniforms of these people and the colors of uniforms and stuff. He didn't. He actually had like all of the uniforms available to him to go ahead and use, which is kind of amazing. And he also had a lot of the artillery. Anyway, it was kind of out of control. But he said, but what you can't make up is the background and what colors the foliage are and the trees are and stuff like that. And so he went to England where the photographs and movies took place and took pictures of the backgrounds and the foliage, and they were a lot the same. Anyway, super interesting film, and super interesting to see what really happened during World War One. And the film was called They Shall Not Grow Old, and it was about these soldiers, and they were really young. A lot of them were just teenagers when they fought in World War One. So it's really sad to see these people and to realize that they probably died during the war. And anyway, so interesting film. I have it available if you get super interested and want to look at it. So anyway, so there you go. That is Unit 1. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.